Châteauneuf-du-Pape translates as New Castle of the Pope, and the history of this region is certainly intertwined with that of the papacy. In fact, from 1376 to 1409, 7 different popes took Avignon as their official residence. Each were said to be wine lovers, and the wines from this region became known locally as Vin de Pape, later evolving to the modern Châteauneuf-du-Pape.
70 miles north of the Mediterranean is Châteauneuf-du-Pape. It is in the old bed of the Rhône. That means what? That means that all the stone and gravel which were carried, brought down by the Rhône, have slowly built an island. So we are, I would say, in the sediment family of soil. Sediment, there is a gold rule: we will not make power on sediment, we will make salinity. And this island of rotting stones is, historically, it was the place where the Grenache was planted. The originality at Chapoutier is that we worked on our single vineyards at 100% Grenache, and on La Bernardine we are between vintages between 80 to 90% Grenache. A strong proportion of Grenache. The second grape is Syrah. You will see immediately by the percentage of Grenache that the Châteauneuf-du-Pape has a less deep color than a Syrah wine. Characteristic of the Grenache, always you find it, they smell the cherry or the wild cherry. We have this. Then we have also a touch of pink pepper again, characteristic of the Grenache, but we have also, because of the stone, the flint. The stones are important because they did the history of Châteauneuf-du-Pape. Because they have a thermic inertia. That means that it's very warm during the day, but if you go in the vineyards at midnight, the stones are still very warm. That's for this reason that you have this very original characteristic in Châteauneuf-du-Pape. It's not only the soil, but it's a microclimate coming also from the length of the heating because or thanks of the stones. Stones are big like that, like a small balloon. And you can have 3 or 4 meters of stones with very few soil and clay.
The region's sedimentary soil is covered with large pudding stones or galets that store heat and aid in the ripening of grapes. The famous Rhône Mistral winds are also very prominent here and help to provide great concentration in the grapes. While the Châteauneuf-du-Pape AOC allows for the inclusion of 13 different varietals, Maison and Chapoutier believes the area is perfectly suited for low-yielding Grenache plantings. It's not uncommon for Michel to use only Grenache, or a combination of Grenache and Syrah, depending on the specific vintage.
The Grenache is known for the subtle and very silky tannin. And you will, by the tasting, remark that you have no vegetal, no bitterness. The cherry aromas is immediately confirmed in the taste. We find the cherry, and behind we have a touch of pepper, then a little touch of lavender. What is interesting, because it is so on the fruit and no bitterness, it's for the people who don't want to have white wines with fish, it's the perfect red wine to play with the fish. Of course, easy with the tuna, but very good with the salmon. Then, a Châteauneuf-du-Pape can age 100 years. When you will have a Châteauneuf-du-Pape, La Bernardine, young, you will play with a light meat or a fish. When you will have an older Châteauneuf-du-Pape, La Bernardine of 10, 20, 30, 40 years, So when the Châteauneuf du Pape La Bernardine is aging, that will be perfect with game. For that, we say with Châteauneuf du Pape, it's important to win the game. So it's a choice between the young characteristic of the Grenache and the older characteristic of the Grenache.